Elon Musk, the world's richest person, says he plans to start up a new political party in his adopted homeland, the United States. It follows his criticism of President Donald Trump's massive spending bill, which Musk says will bankrupt America. Musk was a fervent supporter of Donald Trump during his presidential campaign and served as an advisor to cut alleged government waste. Now, Musk says he wants to challenge the whole US political system.
He was Donald Trump's slasher-in-chief, ripping his way through US government spending as the president's special advisor. Now Elon Musk wants to tear apart America's political system with the creation of a new political party. Announcing on his platform X, when it comes to bankrupting our country with waste and graft, we live in a one-party system, not a democracy. Today, the America Party is formed to give you back your freedom.
I thought I'd give it to Elon as a presentation from our country.
It's the latest dramatic twist in Musk's bromance breakup with the US president, which began in May when he left the Trump administration. A relationship that has quickly soured, moving from praise and platitudes then.
And I'll continue to be visiting here and be a friend and advisor to the president.
To more recent accusations and threats.
We might have to put Doge on Elon. You know what Doge is? Doge is the monster that might have to go back and eat Elon. Wouldn't that be terrible?
At the heart of their fallout is this: Donald Trump's so-called Big Beautiful Bill, signed into law by the president on the Independence Day holiday. Massive tax and spending legislation that Musk says will bankrupt the country.
Are we ready? We're ready. Are we ready? Yeah.
But perhaps more significantly for the Tesla CEO, it will also end tax breaks for electric vehicles.
Margot, do you like the idea?
I love it.
Okay.
So what next as the SpaceX founder tries to launch a new political party to rival the man he bankrolled to the White House? Well, it's not yet clear if his new America Party has been registered with US election authorities. And because he was born outside the US, Musk can't run for president. What we can expect is more fireworks in Washington, as the world's richest man continues to shake up US politics and challenge Trump's grip on power.
Right, let's bring in Brandon Bourne, a political analyst with the Bertelsmann Foundation. So many questions, Brandon. The first, I guess, being, do you think this is the beginnings of a serious political movement or just another Musk media play?
Well, I mean, I think there's a certain track record with Elon Musk. You know, if you look at, it was securing funding for Tesla that landed him a huge fine, getting onto Mars by 2024. A cage match in the Coliseum with Mark Zuckerberg that never came to fruition. I mean, I think there's a certain level of provocation to this as well, seen in the larger context of the feud with Donald Trump. As you said, initially, the prospects of Elon Musk starting a political center, being a foreign, the legitimacy of the party to a certain extent and its ability to land with Americans. There's the risk that's involved here. Musk might be the most rich man in the world, but Donald Trump is certainly the most powerful.
Beyond Musk's calls for freedom, Brandon, do we know much about the policies he's bringing to the table here? Is this going to be Elon picking up the chainsaw again?
Well, I mean, the America Party, the so-called America Party, it remains to be seen whether this really comes to fruition. I think that the platform speculatively would be one that focuses on technology-related solutions, pro-business, deregulation, one that, of course, is focused on reducing debt spending in the United States. So, these are all things that we can anticipate. But if we look over the last week to the American political system, the two-party system, the big, beautiful bill shows the extreme support that Donald Trump has within the Republican Party. That's something that Elon Musk really is not going to be able to chip away at. The MAGA base is firmly behind Donald Trump. He might be able to take some libertarian voters, some sort of entrepreneurially minded members of the Republican space, but this is a really long road. Creating a political party is one thing. Winning elections, taking voters away, that's something completely different.
Yeah, that's the really key point here, though, isn't it? That Musk wouldn't have to win or become the president to really change things significantly, though. It could just be a certain percentage. Could this party siphon some votes from Republicans in 2026 and beyond? And what percentage do you think he might need to change or at least mess with the status quo?
Well, theoretically, this type of political movement could siphon away voters, but again, the process of really creating a political movement is multifaceted and something that can't be solved with money alone. He has visibility, he has platforms like X, but we're talking about an election system that is incredibly decentralized. Getting on the ballot in the first place is very difficult. It depends really on each state that you go to. And you take, for example, let's say RFK Jr., this is a good example. He was polling at 19% at the peak of the 2024 election. At that time, he was still only able to get on 8 of the 50 states. So this is a really long road, and I think something that maybe is underestimated by Elon Musk at the moment.
Pause for thought from Brandon Bourne, political analyst with the Bertelsmann Foundation. Thanks so much.